Hello again, and welcome back to another map build with me, Uncle Dungeon Master, Mike Prince. I'm the Dungeon Master for The Hired Swords at thehiredswords.com. Also, on this YouTube channel, I like to make maps. You can see some of the maps I made there. I'm going to go ahead and make a watercolor battle map again. I think today I'm going to do like a marketplace, just do a quick one. Again, the whole idea, this would be square, the whole idea behind these videos is to make maps quickly. I am a busy man, like I said in the previous video, and so I like to make these things pretty quick and throw them together in a way that allows me to play more D&D and spend more time playing than I do, you know, preparing or creating. Although the creation of it is fun. I will say, I enjoy that part as well. The maps it's cool. I don't want to make a masterpiece, you know. I'm going to use it once per game, like per campaign. And so if I don't use it any more than that, then I don't know why I would spend 100 years, you know, building it. So that's why I do that. Okay, so that I had a little bit there. So I think I'm gonna make a marketplace. I have a little idea in my head of a marketplace that is like in the square of a town. So the what do you call it? Should be on the foreground. The roads, north, south, east, and west, all kind of coalesce, come together in the center of this town, kind of like that. And in this part, the natural place that this marketplace is set up is this kind of central area. So I'll just do that, and then I'll just kind of make it where it kind of expands out a little bit, because the people walking around here in the marketplace area, we're gonna have probably something real big in the middle. Maybe the well is there, and so, you know, people started coming to this place to sell stuff, because so many people would come to the well. You know, they would come here to get water. Well, then suddenly the guy who sells, oh gosh, what could he sell? A guy who sells some, rope, so that when you need to drag your water buckets back or whatever, he started selling his hemp rope there or something, or, just whatever. So let's see, where is a well, for goodness sakes? Let's search one. I could search well. So I always like to think of, like, okay, how did this stuff start? Why are these here? And because it starts to make sense and all that. So I do believe in that part. You know, I think if it makes sense, it's more fun, more interesting. But I don't necessarily believe it has to be crazy detailed and special, I guess. And let's say this is the kind of place where, and hopefully I have all the assets I need in Inkarnate here to do this. I mean, there's some roofs and stuff here, so that's cool. But let's see, competition rewards. Oh, I won a thing apparently. So, oh man, where would I find? I just want some like like marketplace tents and stuff like that. I don't know if I have anything like that here. Sometimes you get to where, like I said, you get to where you want to make something or do something, but it's hard finding what you need for that. And you can expand and add new assets and stuff to this if you want. But okay, well, we're just gonna do it different. So I can't do little tents and stuff for this. So instead, we're going to have like little carts, not cart, but like little table stands set up for people to sell stuff on. And some of this stuff, like wizard reading desk, like that could be used as something like that, a stand. There's desks and tables and that sort of thing. You can also expand what you have. I can go back to just regular fantasy battle map 2.0 and look at that. Woof, there's a lot of stuff there that I can use. That doesn't necessarily fit the watercolor theme, but like I said, I'm not making a work of art here. I'm making a functional battle map that I can use in my games, and that my players will enjoy doing a battle on, and then I probably maybe won't use it again for at least a while, right? Hey, here we go. Here's a good start. This is where it's going to have baskets filled with food. So maybe people are selling food there. Hey, when you come, oh yeah, cart, perfect. Yeah, when you roll your cart, or when you come to get to the well to get some stuff, you're going to want to get, you're going to want to maybe, you got your water, but maybe you're going to take home some vegetables or fruit or something like that. There's another cart. This one's a little different. So we're going to put it on this side as well. Let me go ahead and do the grid on this one because the grid helps me with size, right? It allows me to know. So that's pretty big. Those carts should probably be, what, 10, 15 feet long? Maybe 15. Probably 10 would be the best. So it's going to be like 2 squares. So we're going to go a lower number. There we go, 20. That feels about right. 20. And then remember in the last video I showed you this. We're going to go down as far as we can with this layer so that those show up just a little bit behind all the other stuff on the map. There you go. We're going to clean up the ground and stuff too. It's going to look a little more interesting, but I just wanted to get started with this. Okay. Now I need more stuff to put out here. Hey, cool. Barrels are cool. There's, you know, these guys have a few barrels. Now the barrels, look at that. You don't want a stinking, you know, 15 foot, 10.5 foot long barrel. So we're going to lower the size of this to where, you know, it's less than 5 feet. So like maybe a couple of them are kind of stacked here next to this thing. Just kind of sitting next to it. They sell some stuff there. What do they sell? I don't know. Let's see. Let's figure it out. There's some sort of tomato-y type food in here. So they got a few of these in there that they're selling. And then that's cool. That's cool. That's good. Do I have any food on its own separately? There's a heart. They're not going to sell hearts though. It's not a thing. Let's see. Let's see. Any food that's just separate and out. Let's just do food. Okay, food on strings. Yeah, maybe that we'll put that on a table or something in a minute. There's a wheeled carts filled with food already. So that one, there you go. That's already got food on it. Let's go ahead and make that a little bigger. Big old wheels of cheese. That cart's here. He sells that stuff there. And then, so the idea here that I'm kind of what I'm thinking is these shopkeepers, I guess you'd call them, they roll up every morning ready to sell their wares at the little Well Side Market. Ooh, that's a good name. We could call this Well Side Market or Wellspring Market or Well, I don't know, something like that. Here we go. And they've got another thing of bread. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. They got another thing of bread that they just have like sitting out front for people to kind of check out. And there you go, get some bread. Okay, check out our bread. We sell breads here, different kinds of breads, right? So you can buy bread here. You can buy your cheese over there on that cart, and there's barrels here. Maybe this guy also sells, you know, drinks of some kind. What's this look like? Oh, this is like sausage links, meats. I don't know, maybe not that. Let's go to some non-food items now. So we have the guys who sell the food. Now these guys, these other people, they sell different stuff. Maybe they sell. Let's see. I'm gonna get a table out there, a few tables. So these guys literally like bring their tables out, or maybe the tables stay all the time and they just leave them there. They don't even bother taking them home, and nobody messes with them because they know, oh, that's where the market. Hey, look, individual foodstuffs. Put a few of those in there. I was looking for that a second ago. I can zoom into that too there. And there you go. Kind of clean that up. I don't know who would just have like sliced tomatoes laying out on their cart, but hey man, it's crazy times. Maybe they did. They just got to sell some stuff, right? All right, back to that. We're going to go back and look for a table. That's what we were trying to find. So yeah, that's a lot of food stuff. Good to remember. This is cool how they have like laid out composites already. Okay, a basic table. That's a pretty good basic table. It's like a nice long basic table here. We're going to put it this way. It's going to be not perfectly straight, because really what is, you know, what's perfectly straight in life? Nothing really. This guy's going to have his kind of there, almost encroaching on the well a little bit. And there you go. And so they're going to have their table. Actually, that table needs to be a little bigger because, you know, the size of the carts, you feel like the table should be pretty good size. You want 2 or 3 people to be at those tables. There you go. All right, so we're gonna add some stuff to the table now. What are we selling at the table? Let's see. Let's sell some. There's pies. I don't think you're gonna sell pies. What are we gonna sell at the table? Not food. We already did food. We just said we're gonna change it up. We're gonna sell, instead of food, we're gonna sell. Let's see. See, this is when you got to start getting creative, and this is when it gets fun for me. Like the details, like I said, like details are fine, they're cool, but these kinds of details are what I like. The kinds that are like, you know, hey, what kind of story are we telling with what we're making here? Instead of, oh, we want to make sure the grass looks just right. That's fine. Some people enjoy that. I enjoy this. And this is the kind of stuff that I might take a little longer than usual because oh, here we go. We're gonna sell tools right here. This guy, he's like, you know what? You sick of buying water from the well? Dig your own well. How about that? He's also selling pickaxes, so you can do some of that stuff. This guy sells tools at this market. I don't know what the story would be there behind needing that. Some hammers as well. It's like a little Home Depot cart over here, right? You need to go buy some stuff at the Home Depot cart. You can do it right here. You go get your water, get your tomatoes at the little grocery area there today only, because tomorrow they'll be nasty. So you got to get your water, you got to get your tomatoes, get your cheese and bread, and then you can grab a shovel and a hammer at the Fantasy Home Depot. There's a nice Taz reference for all you Adventure Zone fans. Yeah, he's selling some tools, that guy. Yeah, and maybe you put your people here and something nasty comes out of this well and starts fighting your heroes, and these guys are having to just run away. These marketplace people, they're having to escape now because all of a sudden this nasty thing's come and started to attack your heroes out of this well. And, interesting stuff like that, maybe. Some cool stuff can happen. All right, who else is going to be selling stuff right there next to the well? Just going to bring some stuff out and be like, hey, you didn't make it over to the shop today, did you? It's okay, I've got it here. You can buy it here at the well. There's fancy rugs. I don't want to be too fancy. Some clothing. Why not? You can also go to Target and get a shirt. Some clothes. There's another something. Another shirt. Another shoe kind of situation. I don't like the clothes. I think that's a little much there. So real simple, just click and push delete and they'll go away. Just be careful because look, if I click now, I selected the whole table. I didn't want to leave the table, just that. There you go. Not clothes. That doesn't make sense to me. We're going to instead sell something else out here at this table. What are we going to sell? What are we going to sell? It's got to be something cool. I don't think books makes much sense there. What about this? This is that's a cat. Maybe there is a cat. There's a cat just kind of sitting on this barrel. Kind of watching. This cat's really wanting to jump up there and get some of that fruit. He's a hungry cat. Okay. See, I just got inspired by the random cat on the page, or on the menu here. Let's see. What else can we put out there to sell? What else can we sell, guys? You can't hear me. You can't answer me. I'm talking to you as if you can answer me. I guess we could sell another food product, because you know what? That's all I can really think of. You go to the well, you get your water, you get your food, you get your tools at the Well Side Home Depot. And yeah, and what else could you need? What's all here? Let's look at this stuff. Oh, there's hats. See, again, I don't think clothes is a good idea. Sell some hats. I thought about rugs and stuff like that, but there's really not a good... There's curtains, but like fabric, that sort of thing. Pillows. Maybe... Okay, we'll just do that. Because you know why? You know what? Why not? Is that like all rolled up? Yeah. It's like rolled up fabrics. That's a cool idea. Here's another thing you can do quickly. You see that? Like, I don't want all these identical fabrics, but besides twisting them a little bit and turning them to make them look a little different, I'm going to also add probably one of those, some of those pillows. But besides twisting them and turning them to make them not exactly in the same space, I'm also going to do something to make them different colors. Go to advanced setting, go to hue, and here you can like say, oh, look, this one's pink. It's easy too, and it's fast. I love it so much. Oh, that one's a green one. And this one here is going to be like more of a blue color. So yeah, you've got some different color fabrics here to sell. They're just sitting out here by each other, ready to sell. And then you can grab the pillows that we saw. That were pretty cool too. So there you go. There's some pillow kind of things. So this person sells different housewares. You know, this is Bed Bath & Beyond over here. That one's a different color too. See that? I'm going to change the color of that bad boy. Like this. Where are you? Gonna have to do it this way. Click. There we go. Hue. Let's make you a blue pillow. Let's make this pillow thing. It's gonna be kind of like a dull brownish orange color. There you go. So yeah, that guy's selling that stuff. So there you go. You've got a little market here. All right, we're gonna kind of clean up the ground and all that and call this good after that because we've already gone a while. So by clean up, I just kind of mean I'm gonna take some of the darker grass texture or color. I'm gonna lower that, and it's gonna be a little darker around the outside of this. And as it gets closer to the path, it's gonna lighten up and get a little more brown. Just from traffic, right? Like every now and then somebody's straying from the path, so it gets a little more whatever. So there you go. I'm gonna make it a little more sandy brown for that part. I'm gonna lower the size a little, lower the opacity, and I'm just gonna kind of sand this up a little bit along the edges of the path. There you go. This is a little bit sandy. There's still dusty dirtiness, but it's not as brown. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go up a little more, and I'm gonna sandy over this other dark brown dirt because I just kind of like the idea of it being a little bit dusty too, right? And this is kind of in the center of town. So what if we put a few rooftops here? Maybe two? I don't know. Should we do that? Yeah, let's put a few rooftops. Otherwise, this looks like it's just kind of a random in the middle of nowhere. There's roofs. These are stone. I think this is more of like a village. So maybe we'll go with I think it's closer to the top here. We'll go with the more, yeah, these kind of more village looking rooftops. Come on, load for me, baby. There it is. Hey, that's good. So look, I'm going to do that. I'm going to turn it. If it's perfectly angled like that, it's not going to feel realistic to me. This one's a nice long one. I'm going to place it, and then I'm going to drag it way over because I don't want it to be that close to this Well Side Market here. And then I'm going to do a couple other ones because I want them not to all be... Here's a round one. The round ones are cool. We'll put the round one here. It's pretty close to the pathway there. Whoops. Oh, it's waiting. The website can sometimes get a little laggy on you. See that wheel of death there spinning? There we go. Place it, drag it over to there. I'm going to place... Ooh, not that. That's massive. This one can be here. Like that. And there you go. A little Well Side Market with some buildings there. And now plants are going to make this feel a little more realistic. Let's do some simple plant life. Just a few trees. I like these pine tree looking ones for this. Just a few trees here and there, not a ton, because this is a village after all. They've cut down most of them. This is not the days when you would preserve trees, you know. It's actually, speaking of, they would cut down most of them. Some stumps make sense, don't they? Since that's something that we've done is cut down trees. Let's just do a few of those stumps. Let's do some of these just like grasses. Those are way too big in relation to everything else. There you go. Some of these grasses. Boom, boom, boom. That's just kind of here and there and everywhere. They just kind of exist. This is kind of how I did with that other map. Remember, I just kind of placed this stuff without too much grief, too much drama. There you go. And then we're going to put a few more plants. Let's do... Maybe somebody is actually a little careful with their gardening here. They actually want some stuff that looks nice. So I need these to be a little bigger. These are bushes. There you go. So they're going to say boom, boom. Along the back of their building here, they've got these bushes. Now, let me remind you, all these should not be on top of this roof, right? So I'm going to select this roof. I'm going to raise it to where it's on top of these bushes like that. There you go. And that's the only place that has those bushes, because that guy planted those, or that woman there that runs that shop. That's a little tavern on the other side. You can get into the tavern there. She runs that place, and she planted those out back because she wanted it to be nice. She didn't want people out there goofing off. I feel like this thing here is a little too close to the other stuff. So yeah, other than me looking for stuff, this can come together pretty quick. This is a pretty usable battle map right here. You can have a little marketplace battle or a little marketplace encounter of some kind, and use your imagination on how your players are going to interact with somebody or something there. You can turn it dark and scary. You can make it, just like this and just interesting, or however, whatever you want to do. And it's great. I love that about D&D. I love that about making maps like this. I think it's fun I just think it's stinking fun to do this kind of thing. Also, here's a little thought. Let's make this smaller. Last little thing here, I think sometimes, around the well, there's water drops out of the well. So sometimes little plants will grow near there. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. And then I want to make the well stand up on top of it. So the well is going to go up a level. So it does that. There you go. Well, that's a simple little market map, Well Side Market. And kind of interesting. I kind of had this hidden, I guess, so I didn't do much to finish that. But yeah, this town tends to navigate, or the people in this town tend to navigate to the well at a certain time of day every day. And so these folks decided, hey, why not start selling my stuff when everybody's coming to the well? So now, not only do they go to the well, they also go buy some stuff. They get pillows, and they get cheese, and they get just the wares of the town. The stuff that people make. I decided to move that a little because it was blocking that path completely. I feel like people would be like, hey, you're blocking the path. Get out of the way. So there you go. There's a simple little battle map. It would be great. You can follow me at Empty Battle Maps on Instagram. You can also follow my podcast. I've been Dungeon Master for The Hired Swords at thehiredswords.com. And season 2 just started and had a little delay on some episodes, but they're about to roll back out. So we'd love for you to check us out. Thanks very much. We'll see you when I decide to make another map again. Bye.